Hi, this is Alfozia Nihar from At Home Tuition. Welcome to our session today. The topic that we are going to discuss in our today's video is problem solving in Venn diagrams. Venn diagrams use circles to represent sets and to illustrate the relationship between the sets. The areas where the circle overlap represent the commonality between the sets. In mathematics, Venn diagrams are used to analyze known information obtained from surveys, data reports, and tables. Venn diagrams define all the possible relationships between the collection of sets. The most basic Venn diagram simply consists of multiple circular boundaries describing the range of the set. Here is a basic simple Venn diagram. The overlapping areas between the two boundaries describe the elements which are common between the two, while the areas that are not overlapping house the elements that are different. Venn diagrams are used often in math that people tend to assume they are used only to solve math problems. Okay, you will be also coming across problems with 3 circles. The number of circles depend upon the subjects taken in the questions. Let us have a look at an example which demonstrates how Venn diagrams can make problem solving much easier. Here is an example. Let us discuss this detailedly. A survey of 126 Gemini students found that formally 92 students are taking at least an English class, 90 students are taking at least a math class, 68 students are taking at least a science class, 36 students are taking English, math and science classes. So these are the details. First, we can rewrite all this bit of information symbolically. These are given formally. Even you can rewrite the question symbolically. So it will be very easy to identify what we are going to do. Okay, 92 students are taking at least an English class. Okay. So total number of students taking English is 92. Symbolically, this can be written as, we used to denote the cardinality by n of something, right? So this is English. So I'm taking this alphabet E. N of E is 96. Same way, 90 students are taking at least a math class. So N of M would be 90. Now third one, 68 students are taking at least a science class. So N of S is 68. And 36 students are taking English, math and science classes. So it is just the combination of all these 3 common part. So N of E intersection M intersection S is going to be 36. Next information says 68 students are taking at least English and math. So this is going to be N of E intersection M. And next piece says 47 students are taking at least math and science. So N of M intersection S. Next information says 51 students are taking at least English and science. So 51. We have just written all the formal information into symbolic form. Now let's look at the question. How many students are only taking an English class? So this means N of E intersection M complement intersection S complement. That is, we are going to find the total number of students taking only English, excluding all the math student and science student. Okay. Second question, how many are taking only math and science? It means how many are taking only math and science classes. So N of E complement intersection M intersection S. We are just going to exclude all the students who are taking English classes. But we are going to consider only students who are taking math and science. Okay. So this can be written as the last question. How many students are not taking English, math or science class? So this can be written as N of E complement intersection M complement intersection S complement, because we are just excluding the students who are taking English, math and science from the total number of students. Okay. Okay, let's proceed with the solution. So far, we have written question from formal method to formal way to symbolic form. Now, as a first step, draw a Venn diagram with 3 circles. One circle should represent English classes, N of E, and the second circle should represent math classes, that is N of M, and the third circle should represent science classes, that is N of S. Additionally, draw a square around the 3 circles. This square represents the universe, N of U. I mean all the students that are taking classes at Gemini. Okay. However, the circles only represent English, math and science classes. The area outside the circles is symbolically written as N of U intersection E complement intersection M complement intersection S complement. That is the total number of students excluding English, Maths and Science students. Okay. Now next step. When using Venn diagrams to analyze information, begin with the information shared by all the three subjects. You always have to start from the common area. Okay. In this example, 36 students are taking English, Math and Science classes. Am I right? As I told earlier, always begin with the information shared by all the three subjects. Here, this information says about the three subjects. So, write 36 in the center part, region where all the three circles intersect. Can you follow so far? You have to write 36 in the common area that represents English, Math and Science, as shown in this figure. After establishing the commonality between all the three subjects, find the overlap region between two subjects. We have covered the region where three circles intersect. Now you have to focus on the region where two circles intersect. So let's look at the question again and fill in those parts. In this example, a total of 68 students are taking English and Math classes. That is, N of E intersection M is 68. And 36 of those have already been counted as students who are taking English, Math and Science in the centermost portion. So which is equal to, you just have to subtract. So 68 minus 36 is 32. Can you follow so far? So this is the region where the English and Math circle overlap. So this equation can be written as 68 minus 36 equal to 32. You need not mention this step, but this is an example where you can refer the steps that you have done on this picture. Okay. Hope you're clear with step 2. Step 1 is the middlemost and step 2 is the region where these two interact. The region where these two overlap. So we are going to follow the same process for students who are taking just Math and Science classes, this area, and as well as English and Science classes, this area. So let us fill in. Students taking Math and Science classes is 47. So 47 minus 36 is, so fill in this region by 11. Students taking English and Science classes is 51. It is given in the question. Now subtract this 36 from the 51 and fill in the remaining here. Hope you are clear till this step. We are starting from the middlemost and filling in the region where two circles alone overlap. Since this region also included here, we are just subtracting it from the total. Hope you are clear so far. Okay, next step. Next step is to determine how many students are taking only English. We are going to fill in this portion, not the excluding the overlapped region. Okay, so only a Math student or only a Science class. So recall that we are going to use the same subtraction process here also. So let's look at the given information. However, 32 of the students are taking both English and Math classes, 15 are taking both English and Science classes, and 11 are taking both Math and Science classes. 36 students are taking English, Math and Science classes. Therefore, 92 students taking at least an English class. It has been determined that 83 are taking another class while taking an English class. Am I right? So in order to find the total number of students taking only an English class, it is necessary to subtract 83 from 92. Just read the information for only English class. This is 92 totally. After that, just subtract the numbers given, what we wrote in the English circle. So 92 minus 32 minus 36 minus 15. So that would give you totally 9. So plug in that, put that number here in this region. 90 students are taking at least a Math class. So in the Math circle, total number of students should be 90. So let's focus on Math circle. So to find only Math, 90 minus 32 minus 36 minus 11. Subtract all the other numbers written in this circle to find the number of students who are taking only a Math class. So only Math would be 11. Same way, you have to follow the same process to find how many students are taking only Science class. Okay, so that equation would be total number given for this one. Science is 68 students are taking at least a Science class. So 68 minus, subtract all the other numbers written in S circle. 68 minus 15, 36 and 11. So that will give you 6. Am I right? And final step is to determine how many of the 126 total students surveyed are not taking an English, Math or Science class. So that would be you just find the total number of the numbers that we have written in the circle and subtract that from 126. So 126 minus 9 minus 32 minus 11 minus 36 minus 15 minus 11 minus 6. That will give you just 6. Write that number outside the circles. So how many students are taking only an English class? That is 9. How many students are taking only math and science class? Only math and science class. So 11. The region where these two circles overlap, but exclude the region where all the three circles overlap. Okay. So read the question carefully. The steps that we are going to do on Venn diagram is very, very simple. Always start from the middlemost, the common area, and move with the overlapping region for two circles, and then the area covers only the one circle. Okay. How many students are not taking English, math or science classes? So be careful with this type of question. They'll be mentioning this word not. Okay. So that would be the number outside the circle 6. That's it for this example. Problem solving using Venn diagram is very, very simple. In case if you have any query regarding this problem, kindly let me know. See you in the next video. Have